Hey Flosstube, I'm Amy. I love toads and cross stitch, and this is a channel about cross stitch. It is May 18th, and I don't know what Flosstube this is, but you can look at it underneath down there. I'll put it down there. I have whips, new starts, finishes, FFOs, maybe only one FFO. I have dogs walking around, so I'm gonna probably have to break a little bit. I have turtles scratching on their pen. I need to be letting them out in about an hour to go out to the outdoor pen. So Squirt's cage is right there. She's almost outgrown her cage, so we'll be building her cage here on the floor, and once it's 60 and above, she goes outside. Okay, so we're gonna get started. I'm gonna show you my full coverage that I worked on, I guess the last month. I'm gonna show you that first. And it is still in my stand because I still wanna work on it a little bit. I wanna work on it another week or two. It is crazy confetti heavy. While I'm talking about it, I'll put pictures up. I will put before pictures when I can. And okay, so this is Deer Creek. I think it's by Donna Gelsinger. It's charted by Heaven and Earth. I'm stitching it on 25 count 1/1 full cross. And I'll put before is probably over here over my face, so it's, yeah, it's still in there, so it goes, you know, to probably here. This is just absolute confetti. It's crazy confetti, so it takes a really long time. So that is the full coverage I've been concentrating on, because I did finish a full coverage, which you will see. I'm going to show you my whips first, and then I'm going to show you my finishes, and I think my new starts are sprinkled in, or they might be at the bottom. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Also, I have some good news and some bad news. So that'll be sprinkled in also. I worked on the woods behind my house by Cooler Designs. This is it right here. And I worked on this butterfly, and I started that butterfly. I got this off of 123 Stitch. But I think that Cooler Designs does have a website that you can order from. I like hard copies. I don't like PDFs, so I'm not sure. I wanted the hard copy. Okay, this is, the fabric is called Sand. It's by Picture This Plus, and I think it's a 36 count. And let's see, that is where I'm at. So I got another butterfly done and a really good start on another butterfly. And I'm doing this 1/2 on 36 count. There is one blend, which is the brown in this butterfly and a little bit of brown in this butterfly. And when there's a blend, I am doing 2/2. But all the other ones, I'm just doing a 1/2. worked a little more on my garden sampler. Hold on, everything's getting tossed around. Okay, let me find the cover page to this one. Yeah, this is called a garden sampler. It's by Carriage House Samplings. And I had just started this in May or April. And I'm working my way down. So I want to do A, B, C, D and work my way down. And what am I stitching this on? I'm stitching this on Beach Brew. It's an R&R. And it is 36 count. And I'm doing it 1/2. Not much more done, but I got that little caterpillar done. I don't know if I had did I have that butterfly done? I'm not sure. No, I don't think I did. I think I only had the ant and the acorn. So the butterfly and the caterpillar, and now that is the start of a daisy. Neely's walking around. I'm not sure what she wants. Okay, this is one of my new starts. It is by Mudpuppy Stitchery, Mackenzie. It is called Venom and Poison. I'm one of those people who are not afraid of snakes. And I'm not afraid of spiders, so sorry if you are. This fabric, I think I got it at StitchCon last year. It is from Fortnite Fabrics. It's called Posh, and it is a 36 count. It's a really, really light green, and this is my start. We got a snake head. A venomous snake head. So I love the color of this fabric. Yeah, it's a beautiful green. Light green. And I will link Mackenzie's Etsy page down in the description box. So that's Mudpuppy Stitchery. This one is my WhipGo. So my 2 WhipGo calls for May are the Pilgrim, which I finished last month, so I only had 1 to work on this month. And this is my other WhipGo call for May. It's BR's Moth by Kathy Barrick. I already finished the other moth, which was what? I can't remember the initials for the other moth. So I'm changing the colors to look more like an atlas moth, and I'll put a picture of the atlas moth there. This is R&R. It's 36 count. It is called Creek Bed Brown. I'm doing it 1/2. I'm gonna put a board behind it because of the glare. Not a board, a piece of paper. And that is where I'm at. So my goal was to get that 1/4 wing done. So 1/4 of the wing is done. And I started coming down and working on the lower half of that, of the bottom wing. But I did, that 1 wing is done, or the top of it. So yeah, she's looking good. I think Kim was stitching this with me. Kim, have you pulled yours out lately? Okay, on Friday I tried to stitch on something festive with Janet Jabber, and did I pull this out for 2 Fridays or one. Life has been really busy, so it's messing up my like stocking Sundays and festive Fridays. So I've only been able to pull these kind of things out every once in a while. Let me get the picture out. This is the one that Luca S. sent me. It's a kit. I'm using all the kit supplies, the fabric, the floss. Let me see what it is called. It is called Christmas Deer. And I am up here, and it is full coverage. The fabric is so soft and wonderful to work on, and it is gridded. There we go. And that is where I got to. I'll do the before over my face. It's hard to tell when you don't have much in the picture but an antler to see how far I've gotten. So I have another Christmas piece that's sort of close to being done. It's my the reindeer sack, the feed sack one. I might pull that out. What is today? Today is Thursday. Is today Thursday? I think it is. So tomorrow's Festive Friday. I might pull that out and try to actually finish that so I can get another finish and then come back to this one the next Friday. So this one might go away for a week or two. And I have another Christmas piece. I have a couple Christmas pieces going, so. But that the feed sack one is so close to a finish that I think I want to try to go ahead and knock that one out soon. Okay, what's next? Ooh, the stocking. So Sundays have been a little bit busy, and that's nice, Nellie. Nellie's hacking underneath me. Hopefully she doesn't knock the tripod. You okay? Okay, so my stocking I try to stitch on Sundays with a bunch of people. Colette and Pam has joined us. And this is for my grandbaby, which is part of the good news. I have good news about the grandbaby. The grandbaby, he's a boy. He's a boy. We found out that the baby's a boy. So that's the good news. This is the stocking I am stitching for him. I changed the green color. It is by Stony Creek, by the way. I changed the green color to a more light green. And what else have I done? I think that's it. I think that's all the changes I've made. And I haven't been able to work on this very much, but there is some progress. Let me get a piece of white paper out. This is 28 count. I think it's just like a Lagana. And I'm doing it 2/2 so the stocking can be a little bit bigger. And I've been trying to work on those sleigh bells, and they're so cute. So you can tell my green is a little more muted than that bright green in the picture. I know that picture is really hard to see, the one on the book. What's wrong, Nellie? Something's up with her. She's been much better lately. She's on a daily antibiotic now for the rest of her life because her little teeth, her teeth were hurting her, and I think that's why she was getting meaner and meaner. I mean, she was already mean, but she was getting even more mean, like we couldn't even pet her at all. And so she's been on an antibiotic, I guess, for 2 months now, and she's much nicer. Like we can actually pet her and she doesn't snap at us, so. Okay, let's see. Okay, here's my other new start. And this is one of my purchases. I have been eyeballing this pattern oh, probably for 6 months. And I've had it on my wish list on 123 Stitch, and it's still, I don't even have it in a project bag yet. You know how on 123 Stitch you can put your email in and they notify you when the thing comes back in? Well, I got a notification. I have had my email in there for like 6 months, and it finally came back in. It is a Panikit called Fawn. It's a cushion. So I want to maybe put this in the bus. I think it's so cute. Or maybe even just on the couch. Who knows? So it finally came in. I'm so excited. It is on a very large count of fabric. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what count of fabric it is, but I am doing it 4 threads over 1/8 square. And here it is so far. So this is the little fawn's nose. I started in the middle because I don't know how much border I will have. So I'll just hold it there for a minute so I can get a screenshot for next time. So you can tell yeah, the little fawn's nose down there. So I started like right here and then worked down and then worked a little bit up. He's gonna be so cute. And I will make him into a cushion, little cushion. So yeah, I'm excited about that. And I've been going, we'll get to the bad news later, but I've been going to my brother and sister-in-law's every week, and I needed something easy to take. And this being very large, I don't know, like 10 count or something, I won't need a light, and it'll be easy to see, and I can just, this will be easy to travel and stitch at their house. And yeah, I still, it's in the package. Sorry if you're wearing earphones. Okay, now let me show you my finishes. They're over there, so hold on. Okay, let's see here. Let me take this out of the plastic. And Christine, I need to know who to send this to. Let's see, 1814 Butterfly Collection from Carriage House Samplings. I finally finished my butterflies. I used all the DMC. I'm not sure what it called for. I don't know what that is. Some kind of silk, I'm sure. Okay. Let me get this back in the plastic, sorry. This was stitched on. Let me see if I have it right side up. This was stitched on a legacy fabric called Corn Tassel, 37 count 1/2. And I used all the called for DMC. I did, what do you call it? Over dye, like, so I laid my DMC on a pan and I squirted some gray dye on it to give it, I don't know if you can see. So that is really all one color, but you can kind of see like some green spots in there where I have over dyed a little bit. Oh, you can really see it here. That's all one color. Just to give it, I don't know, some dimension maybe. I did that a long time ago. I did change the date to 1970. That's the year I was born. And I'm going to send this off to, I'm going to contact Christine. It's heading off to somebody else in our group. Either her or somebody else to stitch. Okay, my next finish is a full coverage. I finished Wish You Were Here. This is by Artisy. Oh, the artist is Royce McClare. It is a cropped picture of a bigger picture. And I'm going to be making this into a pillow to go into our bus, the bus that we camp in. Its name is Jaws. I already have the pillow form that I got from the thrift store. So I'll probably put a little white border maybe around, and then a blue border around, and then make it into a pillow. But it turned out fantastic. I loved stitching on this. It had like the perfect amount of confetti and places where it was just solid stitching. It was like the perfect full coverage stitch. I really love Artisy patterns, I have found out. They're smaller, and well, except for that bear. That bear does, I'm stitching a bear from Artisy, and it has a lot of confetti. But, okay, so now I have I have two FFOs. I'll show you this one first. Oh, let me show you the picture. Let me find the picture. Okay. This was from Notforgotten Farm. It's called Folk Bird Needlebook. That's what the inside looked like, and that's what I did. I made two little eggs, and she gives you the egg template in here, Lori. And I made the little needlebook. Yeah, he turned out like incredibly cute. Like, what? So cute. Oh, and I got a little basket to put all my needle books in. Here's my little basket. So I have some needle books in here. Aaron 2 Martini Stitcher made me this one. And so he will go in there, and I'm gonna collect my little needle books and keep them in this cute little basket. So that is adorable. Okay, now my last finish. Let me get the picture. Should I take it out of the plastic? This is by Brenda Gervais. It is called I Love Fall Most of All. This is going to be my StitchCon exchange piece. I made one change. No, I didn't. I made two changes. Okay. These acorns over here, I turned it into one of these flowers. So I took that flower and stuck it right there. I didn't feel like stitching 3 acorns. So, and then there was like a bottom border, and I just took that off because it's a little bit big and I didn't want it to be even bigger. So left the bottom border off and replaced those acorns with a flower. I think the turtle's making noises in there. Okay, and this is it, and it turned out so cute. It turned out so cute. I have not stuffed it yet. I put brown on the back, put rickrack around it. Like, really, is that not the cutest thing in the world? So once I stuff it, I have a little hole here. It's gonna be, oh. This is stitched on Bramble. I pictured this plus. And I think it's a 32 count, and I did it 1/2 on 32. You heard that right. I did it 1/2 on 32 count. There are some specialty stitches right here in the bird's wing, and I did do those. I forget what they're called. I think they're maybe Smyrna crosses or something. Yes, it's so cute. So cute. Okay, so here's my bad news. Let me get this over with really quick. It is going to be day by day, week by week, day by day, whether I can go to StitchCon or not. My sister-in-law, my brother's wife, has been diagnosed with cancer, and it has metastasized to her brain. She has months left. I have been going down there to help them out. If she gets really bad, or my brother is doing really bad, you know, the week before StitchCon or the day before StitchCon, I'm not going to be able to go. If they are holding on, I'm going to go to StitchCon. So that's why I'm waiting. I've consulted a couple people about it, whether I should have dropped out or not, and they said no, just play it by ear. So I may be going. We might not know until the day before StitchCon if I can go or not. But if I can go, I'm ready. Well, I have to stuff this and find something to put it in. But fingers crossed I can go, and they are doing well. So we'll see. So that's the bad news. So good news, we're having a boy. Bad news, my family isn't doing well. Let me put that over there. Okay, so I have some purchases and a sweet gift. Let me show you my purchases first. Okay, one of my purchases was the deer pillow, the fawn. And with that, I had to get Wilbur. I've been wanting Wilbur for a really, really long time. But I have been putting off getting Wilbur because he's not like a woodland creature. And I mostly do woodland creatures. This is like a farm animal. But I love him. And my grandfather used to tease me and tell me his middle name was Wilbur. It was not. It was not. His middle initial was W. And I would say, what's your middle name? And he'd go, Wilbur. And it was not. And so this kind of reminds me of my grandfather. But I saw Janet Jabber stitching this. And when I saw this Wilbur pattern, I wanted to put a spider coming down in the corner for Charlotte from Charlotte's Web. And then I saw Janet Jabber stitching it. And that's what she did. She put a spider web with a spider coming down. So Charlotte is in hers, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. She put her spider over here. My idea was to put the spider over here with maybe some writing from the book, and then have her hanging down. So that's what I'm going to do. And I think this might be a StitchCon start. So I'm going to take this to StitchCon and probably start it there. And I have fabric already, which... let's see what it is. It is, I don't know. It says it's the 36 count. Oh, it's Bramble. Bramble's like my favorite. So it's Bramble, and I think he will look so good on that. And I will be putting Charlotte there. So if you don't like spiders, you probably shouldn't watch my channel anyway if you don't like spiders. Okay. Then, so I got that in the fawn kit. And then we found out we're having a boy, or my daughter's having a boy. So I want to stitch the baby something and put his name and birth record under it so they can hang it in the baby's room. The theme for the nursery is going to be enchanted woodlands. So she's going to have like woodland creatures, but she's also going to have like little dragons and castles and things like that. And she is getting ready to graduate with her master's in library science. So she loves books. She loves the library, and they love dragons. So we're doing a dragon with a little book, and then I'll put his birth record underneath it. I had her pick this out. So I went onto Etsy and I picked a bunch out and I said, okay, which one do you love? And she picked this one. And then she was like, well, what if he hates to read? And I was like, it doesn't matter. He will love picture books if he hates to read. It's fine. So I will be getting some fabric for this. I'm thinking maybe a bramble or vintage country mocha, something like that. And I feel like I need to stitch it on 28 count because I want it to be pretty big. I think it's supposed to be like 6 by 6 if I stitch it on 28 count. So that would be perfect, like a little 6 by 6. So, I don't know. I'll try to link this Etsy shop below also. So I need to be starting this little sucker soon. And that's all my purchases. And then April sent me a gift in the mail. So April is Homestead Needleworkes, and she's the one that does the woodworking things. You can, I have a bunch of her stuff actually. My quilt is actually, can you see my quilt? No, you can't see my quilt. Let's see if I can, right there. That bat, I have a bat hanging from one of her little pieces. Okay, so she sent me a green wood board. So for finishing, one of the trays, I know it's wrapped so beautifully that I didn't want to unwrap it. One of the little tart trays that you can finish stuff in. And she sent me green because she knows I love green. So here it is. And this is like one of those little butter boards. And then a green tray. Let me take it out of the plastic. Goodness gracious, Amy. It's just so wrapped, so it's wrapped beautifully. Cute. Like a little tray to put stuff on. Yep, and I love the color, April. Thank you so much. So I will link her store also. She has a store on Etsy and she does all kinds of cool wood finishing things. And she's Homestead Needlework and Needleworks. And Needleworks has a ES at the end. Designer and woodcrafter. Her Etsy shop is called Homestead Needleworks also. But I will put her stuff below so you can go check it out. So thank you, thank you. Okay, oh, here, I'll put all that back in a minute. And I think that's it, guys. Let's see. Yep, that is it. Oh, look at this. Here's a little card she sent me. Little chicken. And here is her. Here's April's card. See, it has a ES at the end of Needleworks. Okay, that's it. I will be back in a month, hopefully. If I'm not, then I'm at StitchCon. So actually, when am I going to StitchCon? I'm going to Weekend B. I don't know the dates. I'm living like day by day. I can't think about that far ahead yet. So, but I've been trying to come back around the 20th of the month. So I'm not sure when I will be back in June. If it will be before StitchCon or after StitchCon. We'll see. Y'all, I'll come back later. I don't know. Okay, love you guys. Bye. Hi. I'm getting ready to put Squirt outside and my camera was still set up. So here she is. If you wanted to see her. She's grown a lot since I showed her last. She's a sulcata. She's going outside in her pen. Let's see what the temperature is. It's 65 out there now. So, okay, we're going. Ugh. Here she is. Okay.